Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Nafiz Learner Zone. So in the previous video, we had seen some of the scientists what they contributed in the classification of the elements. So further, the very important thing in the periodic table contribution as well as for your examination point of view that we are going to study in this video is about the Mendeleev's periodic table and the modern periodic table. So as we have seen in the previous video, Newland came up with his law with Newland law of octaves, where he shown that the elements properties repeat every eighth element. So that has a lot of limitation we have learned in the previous video. If you had not watched that, please watch that full video and then come back to this, then only you can understand this. Okay, so after learning the limitation of Newland, to overcome that Newland's law of octaves limitation, Mendeleev, this is the very important person, very important scientist who contributed a lot in making the periodic table. Okay, this fellow, you should remember him. So he came up with a lot of changes from the Newland's periodic table. What he done is, like Newland, he also used atomic mass as the basis of classification. What different he made from Newland is, Newland had said the properties of element repeat at every eighth element. Instead, what Mendeleev has said is, he changed that every eighth element to the regular interval. Regular. He doesn't say it is fixed at eighth element only it repeat. No, that's not a fix. What he said is, it may repeat at 8th, it may repeat at 10th, it may repeat at 12th, it may repeat at 4th, 2nd, any interval. At different after different elements it repeats. So that he arranged properly. Okay, he proposed the law, that is Mendeleev's periodic law. We state that the properties of the elements are the periodic function of their atomic masses. Remember this law, the properties. You can even say that physical and chemical properties of elements are the periodic function of their atomic mass. What it means? It means when we arrange element in the increasing order of their atomic masses, like in Newland what he did, then the properties of element repeat at regular intervals. At regular intervals it repeats. So by using this, he arranged the periodic table. You can check out here. So there are 56 elements were found at that time. So using that all elements, he made this periodic table, which was actually had a lot of advantages in the sense it explained properly about the repetition of property. He grouped much more elements than the Newland what he had done, and a lot of other advantages were there. We will look into that now. So the advantages where here is, one is he has left some blanks where the newly discovered, the further which were not discovered at the time, those elements can be filled at the time. And really I'll tell you, the further after the discovery, it was fit there exactly. He had predicted well. Some elements he predicted and he given some names, some predictable names to that. He discovered at particular place the element which will be discovered will have these kind of properties, and that found to be true in future. And there was a complete group was left in the end, in the sense he arranged in the way in particular groups where the noble gases which were not discovered at that time can be easily fit in this periodic table. That was one advantage. So a lot of the advantages were there. He showed the properly how the elements can be classified. But as always, everything which is good will have some limitation too. What limitations were there? The limitations of Mendeleev's periodic table is a very important question for your exam point of view. Many a times the question from this the periodic tables history part what you get is the limitations of Mendeleev's periodic table and how it is being corrected in the modern periodic table. For 3 mark, many times it has been asked in CBSE as well as the State Board of Karnataka. Many other states also it might have. So here we have seen those. So it's important. So just concentrate on the next thing. I'm going to cover that question's answer in deeply. So the limitation of Mendeleev's periodic table is, the first is that as he arranged the elements in atomic masses, at some places, at some extent, what happened is he placed some elements of higher atomic mass before of the lower atomic mass. So there is the placement difference of cobalt and nickel. You can see here the cobalt and nickel has been displaced. So that has to be corrected. That is one limitation. The second is that there are elements which has same atomic mass. There are two elements which have same atomic mass. Argon and calcium has same atomic mass of 40. So what he had done, he placed both calcium and argon in the same box. That's not justifiable. That's not true. Then the isotopes. Hope you had studied isotopes in 9th standard. Isotopes are the atoms of the same element which has same atomic number but different atomic mass, or the mass number. It's studied in 9th. If not, remember this definition. Atoms of the same element having same atomic number but different mass number is known as isotopes. There are many isotopes of carbon, of nickel, of many elements isotopes, especially carbon. You remember hydrogen's also isotope is there. Carbon isotope, just remember for this example, carbon has isotopes C12 and C14. So these isotopes, atomic mass carbon, one isotope of carbon has atomic mass of 12. The other isotope of carbon has atomic mass 14. So according to the atomic mass, carbon should be placed in two different boxes. Both are same, just atomic mass is different. That is also not justified. How to give different places for same element? That's the one question. Then apart from that, the major challenge, which is still a challenge, that is hydrogen. Hydrogen is always a problematic element. Hydrogen's properties are somewhat very confusing, that the placement of the hydrogen has not been justified by the Mendeleevs. It has atomic number 1, atomic mass 1, then where it has to fit as per to its atomic mass, it should come at the metal side, but it's actually a non-metal. It shows the property of metal also at some time. So it's really confusing. About that we'll study it later. So these are the limitations, 4 limitations I told. You can check out here once again. So these 4 limitations has to be overcome. It has been overcome. By whom? What? Many years after this Mendeleev's periodic table has been made, many scientists tried to remove this limitation and make it perfect. So one of that was Moseley. So very important. Very engaged. When he was a student, he was working on this Mendeleev's periodic table to improve the periodic table. He was studying the limitation. Then he got to know that these limitations can be corrected simple by using atomic number instead of atomic mass. So you can write this itself, how it is corrected in the modern periodic table, the limitation, by using atomic number in place of atomic mass. He got that idea mostly as a student. He unfortunately he died in a very young age. So as a student, when he was working, he got to know that by using atomic number, these limitations can be corrected. What Moseley has done is he changed one word in the Mendeleev's periodic law. Mendeleev's periodic law, if you remember, he has said that the properties of elements are the periodic function of their atomic masses. And what Mosley did in the modern periodic table, as the modern periodic law states that the properties of elements are the periodic function of their atomic number. So what change is the Mendeleev has arranged the elements in the increasing order of atomic mass, but Mosley he arranged the elements in the increasing order of atomic number. So that solves all those limitations. What were those? As the cobalt and nickel placement were interchanged due to the difference in atomic mass, but atomic number, that's been recovered. Then the second thing, calcium and argon having same atomic mass, it has been placed in one box, but calcium and argon has different atomic number. You know, those two are isobars. Isobars means elements having same atomic mass but different atomic number. So by atomic number they got split, they got separated into different boxes. And the major problem of isotopes, that's been solved simple, because all the isotopes of same element will have same atomic number, so that's been placed in one box, clear. But the hydrogen placement is still not clearly justified. The only thing is that with modern periodic law, it sets at the particular place, that is at the first place in the modern periodic table. You can see that place is because of its electronic configuration, as it has one electron in its shell. In the valence electrons are one, so it fits in the first group, right? So that's how the limitations of Mendeleev's periodic table has been solved in the modern periodic table, right? Good. So the next about modern periodic table we have to study. So modern periodic table, you have seen modern periodic table, you can check out here the modern periodic table. So modern periodic table, it has groups and periods, just like in the Mendeleev's periodic table. He also had groups and the periods. So Mendeleev's periodic table had 8 groups, whereas modern periodic table has 18 groups. So the difference very simple. Here in modern periodic table, what you should remember, the elements being classified based on atomic number. It has been arranged in the increasing order of atomic number. Then how many periods and groups it has. What are periods and what are groups? That's important. The periods. So periods are the horizontal rows. You can see here horizontal rows. There are totally 7 periods. Okay, there are 7 periods. You can check out here. So these 7 periods are horizontal rows in the periodic table, and there are vertical columns. So vertical columns, there are 18 vertical columns here. So these vertical columns are named as groups. So in periods, the number of elements varies. In the first period, there are only 2 elements. In the second period, it is 8. In the third period, also 8. And in the fourth period, 18. And in the last 2 periods, the 6th period and 7th period, some of the elements has been taken and been placed outside in the periodic table. You can check out, that's lanthanide and actinides have been placed. Why it's placed outside, briefly we will discuss further in the next video. In detail you are going to learn in the higher level chemistry. Need not to worry much about that. Okay. So then you can check out here, there are this to study the periodic table, how to study all those things you should see. There are different blocks also. There is S block, there is D block, there is P block, there is F block. The different block elements are present here. Then where are the metals, where are the non-metals, all those elements you have to study here. And one more, here you have to remember the atomic number, symbol and name of at least up to atomic number 20 element, and some important elements after 20 like iron, silver, gold, copper, those elements. Then the first 20. So in order you have to remember first 20. That is very, very important. Okay, the highly applied questions are going to ask out of this, that is trends in the modern periodic table, which I am going to cover in my next video. Okay, So don't miss that. Those are the questions which confuse us at a very high extent to many students. But if you understood, that's one of the easiest question, very simple to answer. Okay, we'll see how do you understand all those things. So for now we will end up with this periodic table. In the sense, we have to study deeply about this periodic table, which I'll make a separate video where I'll come up with some easy clues for you to remember this periodic table, which are very important. Remember those. Okay, so the next video, don't miss out that video. For now, go through this periodic table, make your own clues, make your own tricks to remember this periodic table for now, because what we make ours, that remains for till the end. But what we call remember from somebody else what they told, we may not remember that exactly. So make your own trick today. If not, tomorrow I'll come up with some tricks for you to remember this modern periodic table, and we will also discuss the trends in the modern periodic table and many properties, how do that varies, which is the very important concept of this talk chapter. Fine. So see you then tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, share with your friends, the other students, and subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon for the notification.